Hello, Geneva. I'm Mayor Kevin Burns, and this is Business Beat. Today, I'm joined by my good friend and the owner of Deane's Deli in downtown Geneva, Chris.
Kevin,
thank you very much for having us. This is awesome.
All right, yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Now, Chris is a longtime Geneva resident. He and his wife, Vicki, you opened Deane's Deli
a little over 4 months ago.
Isn't that something? And it's been a zoo ever since.
Yeah, it's been crazy busy, a lot of work, but a lot of fun too.
And what a lot of people probably don't know is you have a food industry background.
Yeah, I spent about 25 years in the food service business working for big food companies.
Big food, notice how we didn't use a name. Big food companies.
We're not going to give them any credit.
Well, no credit whatsoever. But Chris here and his wife Vicki, of course, own Deane's Deli.
Yep.
And you're located in what a lot of people believe is the heart of Geneva, downtown. And you service not only those who are enjoying a lunch while strolling and shopping, but those who are coming to and from the train. And
right, exactly, and that's the whole thing. We wanted to make sure we had an offering that would, appeal to a broad crowd.
Absolutely.
So, guys that are in the trades that are looking for a great sandwich for lunch, we're kind of easy access at this end of 3rd Street, so it's easy in, easy out. People coming from the train, be it to get a sandwich for the train going in for a Cubs game, or getting off the train at night, looking for a quick and easy meal that's great tasting and home cooked.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what's really neat about Chris, and we're going to learn more about him in just a moment, is not only is he an extraordinary chef himself, but he's also done most of the work inside. You'll see. This guy is handy in multiple ways.
Well,
Not just a knife and bread, but we're talking woodworking as well. So let's go check out Deane's Deli. And Chris, you're going to give us the chef's tour.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Let's go, folks. We've made our way inside, folks, to Deane's Deli, and we're joined by Chris's partner in life and partner in business, Vicki Deane. Welcome, Vicki.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you for having us. Chris and I were sitting outside talking about Deane's Deli, and I was bragging about the extraordinary work that you've done inside. And now that we're inside, I want you to brag about what we see. Now, what I see is, tables and chairs, but there's much more to it.
Oh, absolutely. What we're trying to do is to bring a little bit of city vibe, a casual place for people to hang out downtown Geneva. Looking around for furnishings, we wanted something a little bit different. We tried to retain as much of the character as the building as possible. Looking for tables, we wanted rustic, comfortable, couldn't find tables what we wanted, so he volunteered to build them.
So Chris, you built these?
I did. We were walking through Menards one day and I saw a bundle of unfinished oak flooring, and I said to Vicki, well, what if we made the tabletops out of that?
That's incredible.
And she goes, yeah, that's a great idea. So I put them together, and then she distressed them and stained them and finished them.
So are you always the distresser? No comment?
It is a great, I'm a much
way to
nicer
relieve
person
pressure.
if I can beat on the tables. It was kind of a family affair. So we did that. We sanded them here. They're extremely heavy. One of our finisher carpenters built some of the bases for the product.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of been just an all-in project. We had different pieces come from everywhere. We had some amazing pieces donated to us. The artwork is all local, and we're getting more artwork in.
It's beautiful.
One of the things we saw when we were in the city that we really want people to take advantage of is like the USB ports. So underneath all our tables, you'll see this in the city a lot, there are outlets to plug in your computers or your phones to charge and keep working.
Because you want guests to
they can come in and hang out.
Linger and enjoy the experience.
We have people doing that now, which is nice. The couch and chairs gets used quite a bit.
Do they really?
Yeah, people waiting for us to package up their food, or just sitting, and we have people coming in and cooling off like over the festivals.
Oh, of course.
Just hanging out in the couches.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it's such a warm and inviting atmosphere.
Thank
and it's
you.
not a place where you're rushing people in and out.
No, that's what we were hoping for.
This is like welcome to your home.
Well, exactly. I mean, even down to the coloring books in the cabinet, which a lot of the moms really like. We've got coloring books and games, and people will break out the games or the checkers or whatever.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, in the middle of the room, we see some unique tables with unique products, and these products all are with their own special story.
They are. On the product side, we have kind of divvied up the responsibilities for the deli because Chris was really focusing on the recipes because he's really the chef, the cook, the mastermind.
The mastermind,
and I like this part, so my job was to source products, food and giftware that was unique or different to the area.
Wow.
So a lot of this is local. We have products from Michigan, which people will recognize. We have products that are local artisans. We have try and focus on clean label, startup type of foods and giftware.
So Deane's Deli is also an incubator for other businesses to some extent.
That's what we're trying to do. We have like
that's really cool.
Some of these like the honeys are local. This is a Wisconsin honey. This is a 5-county Illinois honey. They're local. We have different cheeses that are local. Again, we have the breadsticks were started by a local person that is a fromagier, and they have a very successful company right now. We currently carry 5 different types, and we've sold out twice now.
Is that right?
Candle Company are 2 gentlemen out of Chicago. Again, startup. They've been exploding across the country. But then we go to France for a very famous knife company, which has kids' utensils for the kitchen.
Really?
Kind of following the family in the
I'll
kitchen.
need those soon, yeah.
We have the knife perfect for you, Kevin.
I bet you
can't
do.
hurt anybody with it.
I bet you do. So,
A little mix of everything.
chef, is the chef allowed to touch this area?
No.
You're not?
No.
So your talents rest in the kitchen.
As we say, I'm in charge of anything behind the counter. I have a say in.
Okay.
This keeps us working together well.
Because this reflects your personality.
Yeah, this is
No question
I think
about it.
so. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
I do.
Absolutely. I do. I was bragging earlier that you're longtime residents of Geneva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you've ever been to their home, this feels like your home. It's very
you.
inviting, it's very warm. There's
you.
touches of your personalities throughout.
Thank you.
And just like at home, Chris isn't allowed to do anything.
Except cook.
Except cook.
Except cook.
And I'm very happy.
I bet. I bet.
For me.
This is awesome. So we're going to continue throughout the space here at Deane's Deli. Walk with us. Now, it's not unique per se, but this is one of your most successful corners of the restaurant.
Yeah, so one of the things we wanted to do, being this close to the train station, is have items in our market area that the commuters coming off the train could take home so they don't have to cook that
Absolutely.
evening. So what we've done is we've stocked a lot of the things that we're already making in the deli, like all of our soups. Wednesday is our meatball sub day.
Oh, wow.
So we make red sauce and put meatballs in it. So now you can come in, get a quart of meatballs and red sauce, pick up a pasta, we'll fresh bake a baguette for you, make a salad up for you, and now you don't have to cook that evening. Everything's made completely from scratch, handmade.
Oh, and these are all your recipes.
Yeah. For the most part.
Wow.
So one of the things I knew getting started with this is I was not going to be able to do all the cooking myself.
Okay.
So I did hire a chef, and then as during soft opening, I realized I still wasn't going to be able to do a lot of the cooking myself with another chef.
Of course.
And we actually had to hire a second chef.
No kidding.
So we actually have 2 chefs to make all of this scratch-made food. And so a couple of the cool things that we do, and these are from our chefs, is one is, and this is one of the things we're having a lot of trouble keeping in stock, is our chicken pot pie. It is it's made from scratch, and it's one of our chef's kind of favorite dishes for her to make for her own husband.
Now, do you have guests that come in saying, I need this pot pie tonight?
Yeah. We already have, as 4 months, being open 4 months, we already have people come in. I heard about the pot pie. That's what I'm here for.
That's awesome.
And then we just added this. This is a Guinness Stout steak and ale pie.
Guinness Stout steak and ale pie.
Right, and one of our chefs, she specialized in pastry, so she makes the pastry crust for it, and it's absolutely fantastic. So that's just an example. We're making, we have black bean burgers in here. We're making compound butters, which are just flavored butters that work great on vegetables and steak.
Are they healthier for you as well?
Oh, no.
Good.
No. That's all the fat is there. All the good stuff is still there.
That's awesome. This is sponsored by the American Heart Association.
Yeah, right.
This is now you're your personality is in these foods.
Yeah, so if you would ask my kids, you know, to look at the menu, they'd go, that's just all the stuff I grew up eating.
Is that right?
Yeah, so there's...
And they're good kids.
And they're good kids, right? So, things like our roast beef, our turkey, we're making it the same way here as I've been making it at home for years. So
that's amazing.
And the soups are all also things that I've developed the recipes for over the years, and
How did you learn how to do all this?
So I think it was because I grew up a finicky eater.
Is that right?
I learned to cook so I could eat what I wanted to eat.
There's the key, folks. Wow.
Yeah. So these are just things that I like, and I believe we're seeing it. Our guests like it too.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's continue.
All right.
This is my favorite portion of the meal, the desserts.
Right.
So these look dangerously good.
They are dangerously good. So, again, a lot of my recipes, the chocolate chip cookies was a recipe that I came up with. The peanut butter cookies, though, that's one of our chefs came up with.
Is that right?
They're fantastic. 7-layer bars is really more, I think, that's not anybody's. I think it's probably a Betty Crocker recipe thing from 100 years ago. But Vicki's been making those for years and years. And we do it at Christmas, like everybody has their favorite baked goods at Christmas. Yeah. That's one of the things that our kids have always loved, and we've always had around at the holiday time. So we decided to serve them here. These brownies, again, are our chef's recipe, and I'm telling you, just trust me, you'll get to try them later, but they are absolutely
Well, this begs
fantastic.
the question. You're a slim guy. Most chefs seem to be a little more jolly.
Right.
What's going on here, Chris?
So it turns out running a restaurant is a lot of work, and when you're primarily focused on a lunch day part, you wind up going all day without eating.
Wow. So after hours we can see Chris Deane just chowing down?
Right.
6 or 7 brownies?
Exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So when there's stuff left over, I'm your guy.
Oh man, that's the key, folks. Come here after hours, knock on the window, and you'll see the chef eating like an animal. That's good.
Awesome.
Notice we've switched spots because we were doing a little bit of extemporaneous speaking here.
Right.
But Chef Deane, owner of Deane's Deli, otherwise known as Chris Deane, is taking me back to the heart of Deane's Deli.
Right.
Where we make all the food, and he's going to put me to work, which is frightening in and of itself.
I'm a little scared too.
I'm a little scared. Let's hope the health department doesn't show up. Stay tuned. Folks, we're in the kitchen of Deane's Deli, and we're joined by Chris's colleagues. Colleagues is a good word.
Sure.
This is my friend Liz, and this is my friend Lauren, who are 2 of the chefs that joined Mr. Deane and prepare all this extraordinary food. I am gloved up and ready to assist whatever these ladies say.
Right.
Ready? Following directions.
We're gonna
Important.
head over to the sink.
Ew.
We've got chickens and beef that we're gonna do. Oh, so right now our beef is uncured. It has salt. It's sat overnight with salt around it. It's been wrapped. And we've had a...
So is it delivered to you this way?
No.
So you receive it, you salt it, and then you wrap it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it sits for about a day, 24 hours total, and now we've had this out coming up to room temperature to relax the beef, the muscle.
I know how it feels.
Yeah.
I've got to relax, like I was relaxing this morning before coming here.
So we're gonna unwrap it and rinse off all the salt.
Wow.
On here. I don't know if you want to do this?
I do. I want to help.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh my gosh. Now, like botanists, they talk to their plants. Do you talk to the beef? Liz, answer honestly.
I mean, occasionally. It's not cooperating.
Well, Liz, you've wrapped this so well, I don't know where to even open it. Wow, does the... Look at that, folks. Hello, beef. Now I throw this away.
Yes, I can take that. And you can stick it under the running water.
Wow. And why are you washing this off?
It would be too overly salty if
would.
we left it on, yeah. So we're gonna take off some of the fat and the silver skin on the beef.
You want me to remove this as well?
Yes.
The silver skin.
Yes. And this part right here.
Sounds delicious. You know? So how much saran wrap do you go through in like a week?
We go through a lot.
No kidding?
Not a week.
Every couple of weeks, probably. So Kevin, this preparation for our roast beef would be what you would find in a restaurant that
You can feel the salt.
specializes in prime rib.
Is that right?
We're
Okay.
preparing it the same way that a sit-down white linen tablecloth restaurant would prepare a prime rib.
Wow. So you're gonna make sure all the salt and what have you, but some salt's gonna penetrate that anyways, right?
Yes.
Okay. And this is the famous Deane's recipe, isn't it?
This is, yes.
They were skeptical.
I can imagine. Now, folks, Liz is a 2011 graduate of Geneva High School. This is very exciting, isn't it, Liz?
It is. It's good to be back.
Of course it is. Now, what are we doing now?
Now we're gonna take it over to the cutting board and
Okay.
we'll remove
This
some of the fat.
is heavy.
Oh yeah.
This is what you call dead weight.
Don't drop it.
Right here?
We can put it in front.
Oh, check this out, folks. Wow.
Okay.
Pretty sure they're not going to let you handle knives.
I think it's a wise move. No elected official should.
We just remove some of this excess. This is a pretty thick piece of fat.
How many pounds is that? What do you think?
They're anywhere between 6 and 8 pounds.
Is that right?
And we'll go through somewhere around 10 to 12 of these a week.
Wow.
So our roast beef has quickly become our #1 selling sandwich by about 2 to 1 over any
that
other
right?
sandwich. Yeah.
What's the #1 comment you receive about the roast beef sandwich?
It's fantastic.
Fresh and
Yeah.
hearty and
Very tender.
Very tender. Yeah.
wow.
Basically this is a 3-day process for us.
Really?
So day 1 we salt and wrap it. Day 2 we take it out, rinse it, and actually cook it, and then it's ready for service the following day.
So we're still in the day. This is day 2. Then.
This is day 2, yeah.
two.
So this is roast beef that we'll be serving tomorrow. So it looks like we're ready to sear this off, right?
Wow.
To the hot pan.
Yep. So I'll switch places with you. You can come over here and.
And the pans are marked.
Yes. It's very crucial in the kitchen to label everything.
You hear that? You got to label everything in the kitchen. Why is that?
Kitchen tape. Well, in many places I've worked, if you don't label something, it ends up in the garbage. People don't know what it is, so you just hours of work, and then it helps organize everything because if there's 5 projects going on, you can easily forget one. So.
And kitchen tape. That won't burn off.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
I didn't know there was such a thing. It's awesome.
Put it in. Yeah, oil. I didn't put oil in there.
There's oil put in the pan. This one's hot.
Yeah,
Let's see.
we want a
Yes.
nice hot pan. I'm gonna have you put that beef in there.
Yeah, you can love it.
Because,
You can
lift-
do it.
Yeah,
Check this out, folks.
It's loved up. It's all suited up, ready to go.
Alas, poor Yorick. Okay, check this out. Just lay it right in, right?
Now, lay it away from you so the oil doesn't splash on you. You always want to use vegetable oil over olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. So.
Vegetable over olive oil.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The olive oil will turn into carcinogen. Your body will digest it as carcinogen. Not good. It's mainly for like dressings and...
I've learned paradoxical and
carcinogen.
Wow. Some multi-syllabic business beat. But what's the expression? You never watch a pot, right? Because you're impatient. So do I just stand here and watch this?
A watched pot never boils.
A watched pot never boils.
Right.
So you're doing multiple things all the time.
Oh yeah.
And you know instinctively when this is ready.
Sure. Yeah.
The correct answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
The head chef is in the room. So intuitive cooking.
Yeah.
How many minutes does it rest on this side?
You kind of have a timer always going in the back of your head when
Is that right?
things are going. Yeah.
Is there medication for that, or? So how many minutes do we?
When it's ready.
When it's ready. That's a good answer, actually.
7 minutes.
Because I'm so impatient. Just use a microwave.
No. You want it to be nice and brown. And that's when it'll start to once it gets a little sticky once you put it in, and once it starts to de-stick itself, that's when you can turn it.
That's when you turn it. It smells delicious. Oh.
Yeah.
Describe your personalities as a chef. What makes chefs unique people amongst all of us?
I think we're super passionate about food and the process of it,
Okay.
and how we get to the end product. And it all starts from the beginning.
We need to check a temperature.
Of what?
Hold on, Liz. Hold that thought.
Wow.
That's the porchetta.
Oh.
A little longer.
So your passion for the end product. But we're
The work through it too. We're passionate about the ingredients you start with, where you get them from.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this question. We live in a world where we all want it right away. I don't want to wait 3 days to cure the beef and to prepare the beef, but to you, that's essential because the product then speaks for not only your talents, but Deane's Deli's talents.
Yeah, I think being a chef too, we have a lot of respect for the food and the nature of where it comes from. So we tend to be delicate with our food, how we handle the product,
Okay.
and the process is important.
That's cool. Yeah. We just came from the kitchen where we helped prepare tomorrow's roast beef.
Tomorrow's roast beef.
A 3-day process. Now we're out front.
Up front.
This is your domain.
Right. This is where I do have a say.
I love it. Now, you tell us what we're going to do. I'll
All right,
follow your
so
lead.
Kevin, I think we'll, as we mentioned, our best seller is
What's
our roast beef.
Right.
So let's show you how we make our roast
like
beef
it.
sandwich.
The Deane's
So our roast
Deli
beef
way.
sandwich starts with a fresh French bread sub roll that we get in. We get these in every day, and we put a light toast on them. And the reason we do that is it actually enhances the flavor of the bread, gives it a nice mouthfeel versus just cold room temperature bread that doesn't have a little bit of a crust but still maintains the chew of the bread on the inside. So this actually really gives it a nice flavor. We throw a piece of deli paper when we're making sandwiches, and that just keeps the work area neat and clean, and when the sandwich is done, throw away. So our bread is now going through this conveyor toaster, so we'll have to wait a couple of minutes. Not a couple of minutes, it usually takes about 45 seconds or so.
Do most people like the bread slightly toasted like that?
We actually don't give them a choice.
Oh, no kidding.
If they ask for
because this is good.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If they ask for it to not be toasted, then we won't toast it. But as soon as somebody says, I'll have a roast beef sandwich, a sub roll goes into the toaster, and that's how we do it, unless they ask for it differently. So we make our own horseradish sauce. That goes on the sandwich first.
So there's no secrets being shown here, right?
No, because you don't know what's in this horseradish sauce.
No, I don't.
So we like to give everybody a nice taste of it. So and then this is essentially, as we talked about, the beef gets a uniform, nice medium pink color to it. And so this is our roast beef, so we just lay that down on one side here.
And it's all portioned out?
We portion out, we slice and portion in the morning every day.
Unbelievable. It's not just opening up the door saying we're open for lunch, it's getting here hours beforehand.
Right.
That's where the real work comes in.
Right. So then we use just a little red onion, not enough to give you bad breath, but enough to give you a nice flavor.
Remind you you're living.
Here we have a piece of sharp white cheddar on that side. Then we'll go with a couple of fresh sliced tomatoes that we do every day. And then we top the whole thing with arugula.
Arugula?
Arugula, which is just a leafy green, lettuce green, has a slightly peppery flavor to it versus, say, a romaine, which is, you know, just sort of...
Just your standard lettuce.
Just shy of iceberg.
Right.
So, and then we give it a cut. And then if the guest is dining in, we bring it over here to plate it. And because we have such a big portion size, we use a toothpick to hold it all together.
Now there's a phrase that I just learned. It's called plating. And that's like the presentation.
That's the presentation of the food.
So the plating is important.
Absolutely. I mean, people eat with their eyes, right?
It's true.
So if it has to look nice on the plate, otherwise it's not appetizing. And then when you open up our sandwich, you can see,
oh wow,
that's a pretty appetizing sandwich. It's a very large portion size. We get a lot of people that bring half the sandwich back to be wrapped.
Yeah, I was going to
say. So, all right. So
wow,
this is the good part. Why don't you give it a try?
We get to sample?
Get to sample. Give it a try.
Are you going to sample with me?
Sure, I'll sample with you.
Chris Deane, the chef, is going to eat one of the famous roast beef sandwiches from Deane's Deli. You take
the toothpick out. You don't want that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
We'd be filming next at Northwestern Del Norte. Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Delicious. The horseradish provides a nice...
Isn't that nice?
Oh my gosh.
Roast beefy flavor.
My God. If you haven't tried it yet, folks, you have to come in. And that's for dessert.
We're going to show you a couple other things that we make, but we're not going to make you go through the pain of having to watch it be made.
This is pleasure.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. So that's our roast beef sandwich.
Oh, I love it. Delicious. Now I know why it's your #1 seller.
Right? Right. Okay.
Oh my Lord. I'm going to mark mine so you don't touch mine.
There you go. All right. So, Kevin, a couple other unique things that we do here that you don't find in a lot of other places that serve sandwiches.
Sure.
One of the things is, and I'll give you a sample here, we roast turkey fresh in-house. It's just all natural white meat turkey breast that we're roasting. And one of the things that we wanted to do is serve a traditional kind of day after Thanksgiving roasted turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
So that's what you have here. We make everything in-house. The cranberry sauce is a vanilla spiced rum cranberry sauce.
Again, this is your recipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm not going to tell you exactly how we make it.
Well, of course not. We'd have to be.
But I want you to give it a try because the cranberry sauce, I think, is one of the things that really sets this particular sandwich apart. So
wow.
Give this a
Again, notice
shot.
the plating. Look at how gorgeous that is.
There you go.
It almost looks unreal. It's so perfect.
Right. There you go. So give it a try.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Tell us what you think.
Remove. Any secret on how to bite in, or just bite in?
Unhinge your jaw.
I will admit this. Not a big fan of cranberries. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is your recipe.
Yes.
Can we post your recipe online?
No.
I mean, for an Irish guy to have food like this is amazing.
Right?
Because usually it's Pop-Tarts and Diet Coke. Oh my God.
Now you don't have to eat like that anymore. You can come here.
Yeah. My parents are regular customers, by the way. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Turn that damn thing off. I want to eat the rest of this.
So Kevin, here's one of the other sandwiches we do here that you won't find anywhere else. We make a porchetta. And a porchetta is a stuffed pork loin. And we stuff it with fennel, roasted garlic, cracked pepper, and salt. And then we serve it on a French bread sub roll with an oregano mayo that we make in-house, roasted red pepper, provolone, and a little romaine.
And I know I sound like a broken record. This is, again, your recipe.
But actually, this is a recipe that I got from my very first job. So my first job, I was 14 years old. I went to work at a Italian butcher shop, and they had a deli and a little market. And Joe Bernetti used to make porchetta every once in a while. And one of the guys I used to work with a couple of years ago emailed me the recipe for porchetta.
That's
and I thought, when I open this place, I'm going to have to include this.
Absolutely.
So, so this is our take on a porchetta sandwich.
Wow.
So here you go.
Your take, huh?
Yes.
It's a casual way of saying this is going to be extraordinary. Okay, folks, check it out. Same way, unwire the jaw.
Yeah, pretty big sandwich.
Get ready. It is. My God, I'm such a dainty guy too. That's my favorite.
There you go. All right, if you weren't hungry enough.
Yeah, my God, it's like
we got a couple
Fat
other
Tuesday.
Things. Yeah, we got a couple other things for you to try. This is our Southwest cream of chicken soup. It's made with our smoked chicken, which we smoke here in house. So this happens to be our soup of the day, and I want to give that a shot.
Wow.
This happens to be Vicki's favorite soup.
This is Vicki Deane's favorite soup, Southwest
cream of chicken.
Cream of chicken. Oh my. Now do you refrigerate this as well? People pick up?
Yep.
This is like,
You don't have to cook ever again.
it's like Bobby broke up with me kind of food, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah.
The food continues, folks.
Food continues. Okay, so today's sandwich special is our smoked pulled pork. We make our own rub here in house. The barbecue sauce is a barbecue sauce that is my own recipe, so we're making our own barbecue sauce.
Recipe.
My own recipe.
The secrets you have.
Yeah. Well, the rub is actually not my recipe. My dad gave me that recipe probably 20 years ago, and I've been using it ever since.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
fantastic.
It's the only actual pork rub I've ever used. So
really?
Yeah. So this is our pulled pork.
Wow, look at this.
Give that a try.
Oh boy. With the famous Deane family recipe.
Yep. Rub and then.
Now this looks nice and warm too.
It is.
Here we go. The famous Deane's family recipe.
Right.
Pulled pork. Wow. It's got a kick.
There's a little bit of spice in there, yeah.
A little. It's delicious.
Awesome.
Imagine a whole sandwich of this.
Yep. A whole
People
sandwich.
must take half of this home.
We do wrap a few sandwiches up. Yeah.
Portions are important.
Right.
You want folks to feel satisfied. Plating is critical.
Yeah, and I want them to feel like they're getting a value.
Absolutely, wow.
You know, that what they're paying for is worth it.
That's amazing. It's now dessert time, folks. And you met Liz earlier.
Hello?
Mr. Deane told me this is your brownie recipe.
It is.
It is. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the evolution of this recipe, or?
Yes, I started with the recipe and kind of tweaked it to just make it that much more rich. And
Rich is good.
yeah,
Rich is good.
I don't know if I can say all the secrets.
No, you don't have to. We don't
Okay.
want to reveal that. But this is the brownie of all brownies, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
And always that portion. That's a good sized brownie.
it is. It is, and it's rich. It's very satisfying.
And you obviously love it. Any idea, any advice on how to consume such a beautiful piece of art?
Just right in with a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Need that.
Liz's famous brownie recipe is cut into fours. There's 3 of us, so I get 2.
Right.
I love this. Okay, ready? Anything I should know prior to consuming this extraordinary piece of art?
We need the coffee ready or the milk.
Just enjoy too, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of it with the milk.
Oh man, here we go, folks. It's got a unique flavor to it. What is that? You can't tell me, can you?
Yeah.
There's a little salt on top.
Wow. Now, if I just ordered like 10 pounds of this, would I be able to fulfill the order?
10 pounds of
Just chocolate. You guys have to say
very
this.
sick.
I don't care. I don't care. Nobody loves me. Well, Chris, we've not only seen Deane's Deli, we've actually ate our way through Deane's Deli.
Right.
So what a treat, folks. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, thanks for coming, Kevin. I appreciate it.
What a thrill. We're very happy about your success. Only 4 months open, they've already redefined the culinary experience of downtown Geneva.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell everybody where we can find you, your phone number, your address,
All right.
Instagram.
Well, we're at 500 South 3rd Street in Geneva. Our web address is deansmarket.com. Our phone number is 630-402-0139. And our menu, you can find that on our website as well.
Awesome. And open every day.
Right, so our hours are Monday through Thursday from 10 till 7, Friday and Saturday 10 till 5, and Sunday it's 10 to 3.
But you and Vicki are here 24/7.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Extraordinary place. Deane's Deli, ladies and gentlemen. Come by, visit. Everything is delicious. The Devsky brownie, top notch. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks.
Thank you.